fast, please? Am I too fast? I'm too fast. Oh, sorry. I will take it slow. I'll take it slow now. I'll take it slow. Reading speed. Reading speed. There is no single right speed at which an individual should read a book. You read at your own pace, but it is advisable for you to train yourself in reading faster, because you don't know when the time will come for you to have to read a large amount of information within a short period of time. Reading speed. Um, our minds can capture a lot of information at once. You can just look at something and capture it. When you see a picture, you capture what the picture is talking about. That is the power of our mind. Our minds are very powerful. This, in the case of reading speed, it is the eyes that are not giving our minds much information to carry at the time. So a technique for you to improve your reading speed. It might seem embarrassing. You can do it behind your own in your room, but use your fingers to trace what you are reading, and be increasing this, and let your eyes be following your fingers. Let your eyes be following your fingers. If you continue practicing this, your reading speed would increase. Keep practicing it. Use your hand to trace what you are reading, and as you are going, increase the way you move your hand. Move it faster, and you will see that as time goes on, you will be able to read much faster between the lines. Much faster between the lines. That's one common problem in reading speed. People have a lot of questions on reading speed, and I've answered that. The technique: just use your hand and trace what you are reading. Use your hand, trace what you're reading to get used to the speed. Praise God. Another one, another one is repetition. Repetition or regression. When you are reading a line and then you find yourself coming back to the start of the line, you don't know how you know that you have read the line, but you see yourself coming back. This also helps. Trace it with your fingers. Praise God. Praise God. Now I'm going to tell you this very crucial thing. As readers, as students, the only thing that differentiates readers is the amount of effort they put into reading a book. That's the only thing that differentiates readers. You can see a normal book as a student and you'll be like, you can read it for understanding. You don't put too much effort in it. But a critic would read a book with much more effort than a normal student would, because he wants to criticize the book. He is going to check in between the lines. He's going to read in between the lines so as to criticize the book. So you as a reader, you want to get more information, you want to understand the book more, put more effort into it. Put more effort into it. And let me just say this. Understand the author. That's the crucial part. Understand the author's writing language. It can be English. It is mostly English that they write. But the language is the rhythm at which the words flow. How are the words flowing? You can't read Shakespeare books the way you read books written by your lecturers. No. The language he uses are deep. Understand the language. For you to gain the most out of a book before you start reading, understand how the author writes his book. Shakespeare's English was very deep and poetic. For you to read it properly, you have to put your time in it and understand how he was using those words. Don't read books with the same mentality of another book. Books are different. Authors are different. The way they throw the information is different from the way another one throws information. Take note of that. The way one throws information is different from the way another one throws information. You can see someone throwing is using his right hand to throw, and you can see another one using his left hand. Know which hand. Yes, I'll say it like that. Know which hand. Know the way he uses his wordings. And if you follow this, I'm certain that with the help, and you pray also, I'm certain that with the help of God, you would understand better on what the writers are writing in the book. Because a saying back then, if one of the white man said this saying, if you want to hide something from a black man, write it in a book. Write it in a book. If you want to hide something from a black man, write it in a book. But we thank God for His grace. His grace. Books are open to every one of us. So put effort into knowing the secrets of the white man. You see businessmen like Bill Gates. Bill Gates is the most common one I know of. Napoleon Hill. You see them. They write books. They have books. They have books that are written by them. In those books are the secret of what they did in their life. How they made their businesses bloom up. Read them. Don't be lazy to read. To form a habit to read, you have to take every single possible chance you get. 5 minutes per day, 10 minutes per day. Just take them. Take those chances. 5 minutes, yes, you are reading 5 minutes per day, 10 minutes per day. Before you know it, you are reading much longer, and you just find it that you can't stop reading. You must read every day. Praise God. Make it a habit to read. 5 minutes, yes, read. 30 seconds, read a text. 1 minute, 10 minutes, 1 hour, read something. Because let me tell you something, if you stop reading, like if you stop reading for a month, you go on holidays, you stop reading for a month, 2 months, you come back, you feel like, I can't read, it's tiring, it's boring. No, make it a habit. A habit is something you do continuously. Praise God. Make it a habit to read. Even during holidays, 10 minutes, 1 hour, read. So that when you come back to school, you'll not be like, I can't read. No. Make it a habit to read. Praise God. And I trust that God will help us as we are reading to get more information and more knowledge on the book that we are reading.
Yeah, if you are still clapping for him, that's very good. But if you are clapping for Jesus, let's clap more. All right, praise God out here, footer. Praise God out here, footer. Please, are we not happy to be here? Praise God out here, footer. All right, I hope we are blessed with a wonderful book review that librarian Bruno John has done. Please, let's give him a round of applause. It's not easy to stand amidst everybody that are here. So, before we move to our next agenda, we'll be doing something quickly, question and answer. Yes, I'll be asking us questions about the book review he has done. So, I can call on anybody. Okay, let me come down stage. Let me just come down stage so that it can be. All right. So for the first question, okay, I'll be going to Mr. Here. Please, what's your name, sir?
Victor.
Okay, sir. The first question is that, okay, he made mention of levels of reading. Sir. Please just mention 2.
He mentioned analytical and syntopical.
Is it correct? Let's give him a round of applause. Okay, are we going to our next? Okay, the ladies. Yes, the ladies. What a man can do, a woman can do. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let me pass this, please. Please, let's clap for her. Please, what's your name, ma? Okay, Mama Simlolua. Can you tell us, okay, made mention of how to skim a book. Yeah, how to skim a book. Now, please tell us just 2 tips on how to skim a book.
Okay, he said we should check the title and the preface. Then we should study. And he talked about dust jackets,
All right, I guess you tried right. Let's give him a round of applause. So one more person. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. Please, what's your name, sir?
Bright.
Okay, Bright. So please, can you tell us the name of the reader, librarian that just...
Librarian Bruno John.
Please, let's give him a round of applause. That was wonderful. Let's continue clapping. Praise God. All right, so maybe after this service... No, you can just go now, please. Your gifts are waiting for you at the back of Yeah. Video gift are waiting for you at the back. Or just go to the library stand there. So now that will take us to the next, to the next agenda of the program. The next agenda of the program that will be the second book review. I'll be taken by librarian Oreolua. And the title of the book is Unleash. Yes, Unleash. Unleash. So please and please, your pen should be out. I will ask those questions when I come back. Oh, I will ask those questions. Oh. So let's, with a clapping ovation, let's welcome librarian Oreolua for our book review. Thank you.
Praise God, church. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is librarian Oreolua, and I'll be reviewing a book titled Unleash. Unleash. I want us to imagine our life as a building. And we know that when a building is to be constructed, there will be a plan for the building to be constructed. There will be a blueprint. So this book is a blueprint to attract uncommon opportunities. This book is categorized under self-help and personal development. Unleash is a powerful and a practical guide to living a purpose-driven life. This book is divided into structures. It's divided into parts. That's 3 parts, and each of the 3 parts has 4 dimensions. So I'll be explaining each of the dimensions. So for the 3 parts, we have 12 dimensions overall. The first part is how you operate. The second part is how you relate. And the third part is how you work. So for how you operate, the first dimension under it is discipline and self-control. I'll be giving a biblical example before I explain discipline and self-control. Joseph in Potiphar's house, the story of when Potiphar's wife asked Joseph to sleep with her, but Joseph refused because he had self-control and because he was disciplined enough. So discipline, what is discipline? Discipline can be defined as the ability to start and keep going. Then self-control. Self-control can be defined as the ability to resist our emotions and impulses. Together, discipline and self-control build up what we call self-mastery. And self-mastery can be defined as power over oneself. Self-mastery is the foundation for maximizing our potential. We have practical applications to discipline and self-control. The first one is control your appetite. Anything that we cannot control has become an addiction. So, in controlling our appetite, I mean controlling our body, controlling our time, controlling our emotions, and controlling how we spend our money too. The second practical application is audit your struggle. We should always think and reflect on why we are not disciplined and why we are not having self-control. The third practical application is develop an enabling structure. When we want to be disciplined, we should develop structures that will help us become disciplined. If you don't master yourself, something else will. If we don't have power over ourselves, there will be something else that will have power over us. So that's why discipline and self-control is very necessary. I'm going to the second dimension now, intentionality of speech. And the example I'll be using is the creation story. God, everything that was created, God just had to speak. Like, let there be light, and there was light. So, intentionality of speech. Our words are fruits. Our words are seeds that yield fruit. Our words can kill. Our words can give life. Our words shape our world. The quality of our life is dependent on the quality of our words. So that's why we have to be watchful of how we speak and our words. Our words influences more than we think. Our words influences our mood, influences our environment, and it also influences how other people think of us. Practical applications of intentionality of speech. Speak out and declare what you want. Our words are life's production center. It's what we speak that we see exists. Like how God spoke during creation and everything came to life. So it's what we speak that we see that we exist. We should fill our minds with what we want to see. It's everything that we want to see, that want to manifest, that we should fill our minds with, because it is what is in our mind that we're going to say outside. The third practical application is respect your words and be slow to speak. We should know that words carry weight. Words can damage, and words can also build up. So we should be very slow to speak, and we should respect our words. The fourth practical application is associate with the right people. Bad communication corrupts good manners. Bad communication corrupts good manners. So we should associate with right people so that what we take in the words we learn from them will be positive words. Our words are either building bridges or burning bridges. So the next dimension for this book is prudence. And I'll be using the example of Queen Esther. When Queen Esther had issues and her people, she did not just appear before the king. She fasted, she prayed before she appeared before the king. And we all know that she had favor in the sight of the king. So prudence, what is prudence? Prudence is the act of being measured. Being measured is being able to control how we speak and react. Should be careful and thoughtful of our actions. A prudent person will create a space between a situation and their reaction. They don't just react to things, they wait. And the space between a situation and the reaction is where wisdom lies. Okay, so we'll be moving. Okay, practical applications for prudence. Number one practical application is restrain your tongue. Our words should be very few. It's not everything that we should say out, and it's not every time that we should respond. Number two practical application is cross-examine all your information. We should be sure about anything that we want to say, so we should cross-check to be sure that we are not making mistakes. Number three practical application is we should take time to think. We should make sure that we get the focus correct. We should not just react. We should sit down and think about how you react and how the reaction will have an effect on people. Number four practical application is control your impulse to anger. You should be very slow to anger. You should not allow anger take over us. Then number five practical application is ignore insults. We should not respond to every insult that is thrown our way. Then number six practical application is take precautions. We should always think ahead of what can happen, what will happen. If this happens, what am I going to do? So that we are going to avoid unpleasant situations. So I'm moving to the fourth dimension, quality relationship. And the example I'll be using here is the example of the relationship between Jonathan and David in the Bible. Jonathan and David, they were loyal to each other to the point that when Jonathan died, David took care of his son Mephibosheth. They were very loyal to each other. Relationships. What is relationships? Relationships are channels through which things are brought to our lives, and the things that can be brought to our life can be either good or bad. Our association can shape our mindset and determine our exposure. Our relationships either limit us or propel us. One person can completely change the direction of our life or shift the direction of our life, either positively or negatively. That's why we should be very careful of our relationships. Practical application of quality relationship. We should develop quality. Iron sharpens iron. So if we are not quality, we cannot say that we want to be in a quality relationship with other people. So we ourselves, we should be quality before we can say that, okay, we're in a relationship and it is quality. Number 2, practical application. We should practice honor, loyalty, and kindness. These 3 things, honor, loyalty, and kindness, they build long-time friendship. You won't have many close friends, but the close ones that you have, you should make sure that you practice honor, loyalty, and kindness. You should always be kind. Then the 3rd practical application is guard your association. You should not just let anybody in our circle, because any bad communication corrupts good manners. So if we let in people that have bad character or whatsoever, it also affects us. Then number 4 practical application is learn to give gifts. Generosity is very important in developing relationship. When we are very generous in our friendship, any relationships we are in, we see that the friendship will stay stronger and it will last longer. I'm moving to the next dimension, and this dimension is under the 2nd part of the book, how you relate. The first dimension under the book is trustworthiness. And the example I'll be giving is the example of Daniel in the Bible. Daniel was able to serve under different kings because they trusted him. What is trustworthiness? Trust is a collateral. It is a valuable form of character. Trust is earned and it increases over time. The ultimate form of trustworthiness is trusting a person's character. When somebody can trust your character, then they can trust you completely. The practical applications of trustworthiness is operate with integrity. We should be people of integrity. And the second one, we should honor our commitments. When we say we are going to do something, we should make sure that we do it. We should be true confidence. When somebody confides in us and tells us something, they should be able to trust that we will not tell other people. We should